Force of an atomic bomb slams into a community as it did here in Moore. Safe rooms can mean the difference between life and death, and that's why a lot of questions are now being raised about why so many homes and buildings in this community lacked safe rooms, including the two schools that took a direct hit from Monday's tornado. The Lead's Aaron McPike joins me here with more on this. Aaron, we've heard a lot of people say red tape is to blame.
Well, the thing about safe rooms is that they are so industrially thick. I was in one today, and it's much better than being in a cellar because rubble can fall on top of a cellar and it's hard to get out. But now the government wants to make sure that if they're giving grants, that people use this money for safe rooms and not for anything else. And that's the problem. And some cities can't keep up with that fast enough. Jeff Rogers had this $11,000 tornado safe room installed at his Shawnee, Oklahoma house last week. 4 days later, this passed by his backyard.
Seeing the destruction at Moore and just seeing the destruction less than half a mile from us, you know, you need to have a safe place to go in Oklahoma.
Rogers had tried for federal money but couldn't get it, so he paid for it out of his own pocket. But residents in nearby Moore weren't as lucky. Officials in Moore, Oklahoma, the scene of Monday's tornado, say they have asked for FEMA money to build shelters but have been stymied by red tape for more than a year. We found that the FEMA requirements and their interpretations seem to be a constantly moving target. They say FEMA allows grants after the president signs a disaster declaration when the city says it's too late. FEMA says it has funded hundreds of safe rooms in the Oklahoma area, including many in the path of Monday's tornado.
Over 10,000 have been built, more than any other state. But again, every time a disaster happens, there's more calls for this. And it's not only the building safe rooms, it's making sure they're built to the right standards.
Andrew Zagorski, who built Rogers' safe room, blames fraud, not FEMA, for slowing down the construction of more safe rooms throughout the area.
It's sad to say there's been a lot of scam artists involved in this project. You know, they were giving out rebates for the longest time. I don't have the exact date when they stopped, but FEMA came down and they pulled their money out of this state because the rebate programs are supposed to be for safe rooms. If you notice, every time they launch a program, it's the safe room rebate program, not cellar.
The mayor of Moore, Oklahoma, Glenn Lewis, joins me now. Mayor, before we get